You have all it takes to conquer. Good afternoon. Welcome to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Sam Oracle Chinedu. It is the 16th day of the 6th month in 2025. It happens to be a magnificent and magical Monday, the third of 5 Mondays reserved for June. I'm hoping you're locked and loaded, ready for this week. As we get into a new week, there are new plans, new projections. People are hoping to achieve possibly what they could not the week before, or start up new projects. Wherever you are, I'm hoping that the week meets you at the point of your expectation, or maybe even exceeds it. Well, we start with the big stories, as we always do on Hard Facts, and today is no different. There's some exciting news. The legacy of fatherhood celebrated as the world marks Father's Day. That was yesterday. I saw lots of messages directed to me, lots of messages on social media, people making content, talking about fatherhood, and I was pleased to a great degree because I don't know if it's just me, but there seemed to be a lot of attention to it, more than regular to Father's Day this year. So that's good. That's what we are advocating for, not equality, but equity. After that, there seems to be trouble in Paradise, and Paradise in this case will be the APC, the ruling party. This is as the president and vice president's alliance is under fire. Something happened over the weekend again, and it seems that the president just might not be in perfect terms with his vice. We'll talk about that in this hour. And Soyinka, Professor Soyinka, is urging the president to probe the unsolved murders of Dele, Giwa, Bola, and Kudirat, Abiola. Yes, indeed, it just might be time to open old wounds for the proper healing. But of course, it always leaves scars. Coming up at 4, we'll be talking about the Benue killings. This is as people have called for an emergency rule in that state. They are saying that the events that have happened in Benue are enough to justify a state of emergency. An expert will join me to answer that question. And at 5 o'clock, hospital refusal sparks outrage as Port Harcourt residents demand emergency care reform. All of that mouthful is basically to say that there's need for reforms when it comes to emergency care at hospitals. There was a video that went viral, I think a couple of days ago, possibly about a week, where a man took someone to a hospital and the medical professionals did not have a sense of urgency in attending to that person. And so Nigerians, once again, were livid. So, a medical professional will join me to talk about those necessary reforms in emergency care. 6 brings the major news. After that, it's open season. So as always, stay with me.
When in dire need of assistance or help within Rivers State, please contact the Rivers Emergency Service with the following numbers: 0904
Virginia on the 5th of July, 1908, to honor men who died in a mining accident. Yes, indeed. It will be impossible for me to exhaust all that there is to talk about Father's Day. Also because I'm one myself. So, in solidarity, I would have a lot to say. But of course, we're working with time, so I have to keep it brief. I'm grateful, that's the word I've chosen, grateful that this year social media took it personally. I saw a lot of posts of people talking about the contributions of fathers and why it was important that we honor them while they are alive. And I was, would I say impressed or touched? Because you know that when it comes to issues of gender, it almost always seems like a competition. It's always there are more Mother's Day than Father's Days. The men are neglected and this and that and that. But people are coming to that reality. So there is a consciousness. This year was better than last year. And I'm hoping that moving forward, we can have an even better celebration and recognition for fathers. Now, it's not a competition, even though the world makes it seem that way. And sometimes we feed into this competition, right? But it's important that honor is given to whom it is due, whether that's mothers, fathers. On Father's Day, we celebrate fathers. On Mother's Day, we do the same, even though it's like 1 million a year. I'm just kidding, but hey, you get the point, right? So let us ensure to give honor. Now, if you have a problem with your father, which usually happens, all of a sudden people remember their fathers were not in their lives. He was a wicked man. He didn't wish you well. I mean, you can be the bigger person and just extend a hand of fellowship and love. It really does help. It's important to note that men are not just sperm donors. Men are emotional. The presence of a father makes a world of difference and all the amazing things that we can talk about. But if you're a father, do right by your kids. If you're a child, daughter or son, do right by your father and help us make this Father's Day season one worth remembering. All right. We move from that to what makes the country move, and that would be politics. It would seem like there is wahala in paradise. This is as, despite the 2027 election being 2 years away, an alleged plot to drop the Vice President Kashim Shettima as President Bola Tinubu's running mate in the poll has divided the APC. A meeting held by the APC Northeast stakeholders in Gombe State on Sunday ended in a fracas as supporters of the Vice President attacked the party's zonal vice chairman, Mustafa Salihu. An angry member seen in a viral video hitting Salihu with a chair as he scampered away to escape the wrath of the party faithful. Another delegate threw back a plastic chair, black plastic chair. I like that the punch is specific with descriptions. It was black. And I don't know, but there's something that makes me feel like a black plastic chair will hurt more than white. It's black for a reason. And I should know black. I love that color. The gathering, which was held at the International Conference Center in Gobe, was originally convened to reaffirm support for President Tinubu's second-term bid. However, there's always a however. The meeting spiraled into violence when some key party leaders failed to acknowledge Shettima as part of the proposed 2027 joint ticket. Trouble began after the APC National Vice Chairman, Northeast, that's Salihu, who got a chair to his face, ended his address without mentioning Shettima as Tinubu's running mate. And so, when he officially endorsed the president as sole candidate, which every other person has done, and people did not hear Shettima's name, they're like, wait a minute. What is going on here? Before you know, cheer from nowhere. Bish, bah, bush, bush. And that was it. Chaos. After the break, we relive that experience. Stay with me. Still hard facts, 92.3 Nigeria info. So before the break, I was talking about the trouble in the APC. The Shettima-Tinubu alliance seems to be under fire. Now, is the president looking to drop Shettima as his running mate? We don't know. We have no idea. But the reason why this would feel out of place is because so far, since the dawn of the Fourth Republic, no president has done it. Does the president have the right or the power to do it? Yes, indeed. Many governors have done it. The former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, had one person as running mate for his first term, and heading into his second term, he chose someone else. Madumeri, I think. I believe other governors have done it as well. I don't have all the details. But yeah, it happens. But because since 1999, no president has done it. Obasanjo was with Atiku first and second term. Yar'Adua was with Goodluck. Of course, he died. He didn't finish his term. Goodluck finished. Had Namadi Sambo. And when it was time for him to serve his own term, Sambo was still there. Buhari was with Professor Osinbajo first and second term. Right? So we have come to accept this as political culture. If this person was your vice president for the first term, why don't you want them in the second term? But you need to understand that the idea behind a running mate is strategic. There are considerations around ethnicity, region, religion. There are lots of things. And if an executive official, a principal says, you know what, I don't think that this same person packs the same punch heading into my second term, maybe I need to look in the direction of another region, or maybe even choose a woman. It happens. It does happen. But because it doesn't happen to us at the presidential level, we think it's out of place. And I can understand, the people fighting for the interests of Shettima. But you have to remember, he is a running mate, meaning that his office is validated by the office of the president. That means if there's no president, there can be no vice president. The people actually vote for the president, and the running mate's influence very likely attracts some more votes. So that is exactly how it works. Now, the way a running mate is chosen is through the party. Of course, with the recommendation of the president. Serious recommendation. Some will say he chooses. That might be the case, right? But the party usually convenes and says, okay, where are we going? Who are we looking at? There are likely candidates. And voila. So these people were angry that Shettima's name was not mentioned. And this also reiterates the stand, the opinion, the position of a lot of people that these endorsements and campaigns are coming in too early. The president literally crossed the midpoint of his administration seconds ago. Okay, let me say days ago. We're still analyzing Tinubu's 2 years in office, but he has been endorsed by everybody and their mothers. APC Southeast, APC Northwest, APC South-South, APC down south by the left, APC Midwest, East Coast, West Coast. Everybody is endorsed. It's not time yet. Now look at the wahala that has happened. We're still dealing with too much. People are still assessing the president's performance so far. And every time that APC members are gathered, like they say in my religion, where 2 or 3 are gathered, it is to endorse the president. Anyways, enough of the talk. This is how it happened. So immediately the president was announced, chaos started.
Lastly, I will want all members of the Zonal Executive Committee that are statutory to please stand up so that we'll do the proper endorsement, because it is the Zonal Executive Committee that hold the tickets. So please, State Chairman, members of the Zonal Executive Committee, please, wherever you are, you follow me to do this endorsement. We want to reaffirm and also adopt the endorsement earlier done by the National Working Committee on behalf of the National Executive Committee and the convention that Bola Tinubu is endorsed to be a sole candidate for 2027 election. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yep. What you heard is what happened. It is exactly as advertised. Maybe even worse. Immediately, he endorsed the president and people did not hear Shettima. That was it. All hell broke loose. Now, a couple of times I watch these things and I imagine myself in a position. I just imagine I was watching this on TV and maybe my son was there with me and said, "Daddy, what's going on here? Is this a market?" I say, "No." "Is this a war front, a battlefield?" I say, "No." "Is this a playground?" I say, "Well, you can call it that to a certain extent." "What is this, Daddy?" You will now clear your throat and find the best way to tell your son, who is genuinely curious, that the people on screen are members of the president's political party. And the chairs you see flying around, accompanied by Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Huaya, Cha Cha, they are not at a movie set. They are just expressing their grievances because their brother was not endorsed alongside his principal. And with the curiosity of children, you expect that the question 2 and 3 would follow. So that I'll say, "Yes, hold it right here. I'm not an APC member. If you need answers, you go to Gombe. Don't stress me. Well, in fact, why are you not watching cartoon?" That's the frustration that will get you to that point because you cannot answer what is going on. You see what's happening, you understand it, but you can't explain to another person. Let's get back into the chaos because we can.
Lastly, I will want all members of the Zonal Executive Committee that are statutory to please stand up so that we'll do the proper endorsement because it is the Zonal Executive Committee that hold the tickets. So please, State Chairman, members of the Zonal Executive Committee, please, wherever you are, you follow me to do this endorsement. We want to reaffirm and also adopt the endorsement earlier done by the National Working Committee on behalf of the National Executive Committee and the convention that Bola Tinubu is endorsed to be a sole candidate for 2027 election. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, that's enough. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06-416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. You can watch, listen, and engage. The big stories, we've talked about Father's Day. We have also talked about the Tinubu-Shettima alliance under fire, which is what you just listened to. Coming up next, Soyinka is urging the president to probe the unsolved murders of Dele, Giwa, Bola and Kudirat, Abiola. And if we can spare the time, the Senate promises electoral, constitutional, and judicial reforms in the second half of the 10th Assembly. Please turn off your radio as you call. It is very necessary. Good afternoon to you, Sam Chinedu. What is the rancor and acrimony in APC? For that reason, I feel the president should use his wealth of experience to quell this chaos. for the party to achieve its aims and aspirations for the party. That's Ipalabo Taylor Harry on WhatsApp. Melody from Uniport says, I so much love the katakata. You know what? I get your point. But there's a part of me that feels like you didn't spell katakata well, even though I don't know the actual spelling. That's currently happening in the APC. It is good so that they have some level of internal crisis to distract them from 2027. Oh, Melody, why? And one-party system move. The throwing of chairs at Ganduje was a key highlight for me. He should enjoy the one-party system and insensitivity of APC in recklessly endorsing a government that doesn't know where it's going. I had to rephrase that. We should be having national mourning for the deaths in Benue. Well, Melody, while I understand that you're not pleased with the APC, I don't think wishing them bad is the best way to go. Clinton calls from Bori. Hello, Clinton. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Sam Morocco. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The Tinubu-Shettima alliance under fire, according to your big story. We are politicians, and it is expected that there are some groups that will not agree with what is playing out. Now, what actually happened is that the APC as a party have decided to adopt Bola Tinubu as the sole candidate. It has been done in the South, the Northwest, even the Southeast. They've done their endorsement. The ticket of the president is a joint ticket. You don't mention Tinubu-Shettima. Tinubu is the one that is on the ticket, and it is prerogative of the president to pick a running mate. I don't even think that there's a problem in the party for now concerning the running mate. But some persons perceive that the president might change his mind simply because of the Muslim ticket. You know, a lot of Nigerians reacted on this Muslim ticket. So if the president wants to change his mind, which I don't know, I'm not privy to that, I've not heard any rumor that he's trying to change it, some persons perceive it and decide to react. Ganduje even said it there, that Tinubu-Shettima joint ticket. He mentioned it. So I don't know why some group of persons just want to perpetrate chaos. The APC is a united front. We are united to take back power, to continue power rather, in 2027. Then, on the statement of Soyinka, that the president should look at the matters of Dele, Giwa, and the rest of them, I agree completely because, like they just did with the case of Kensarawiwa, where he pardoned them. We are in a healing process. Some persons were murdered without just cause. So, doing justice to their cases will actually continue or respect the healing process that is ongoing. So I think that is a very good call. The president should react appropriately. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Ida calls from Nkoro. Hello, Ida. Good afternoon.
My brother, I hear all your explanation about the Shettima and the Tinubu endorsement. That's never started, my brother. These some guys in Nigeria, people are suffering. That's why their party will not stand. 2027, they are not going anywhere. People are dying for hungry. Go to Benue State, environment will die there. Nothing happened. No sort of emergency, nothing. But the peaceful state of River State, the investors are coming in. The classes of emergency put hard shape. Fight to continue inside them, small. And you use somebody first turn on. They're supposed to use the person for second turn or two. You're mentioning somebody's name. You're insulting somebody. Indulge the second person too. Why do you want to change now?
Okay.
My brother, they've not started though.
All right.
More will happen. Thank you.
See what will happen. Gift calls from Yenagua. Hello, Gift. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Oracle Shinidu.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm well. How you doing?
Very fine.
All right.
I've been laughing and laughing and laughing. Like everyone who cares to listen. The president of this country, Bola Tinubu, has every right, just like what you pointed out earlier before now. Is it by force? If at all they are suspecting and they are thinking of such a thing, is it by force? If the man thinks that you're not doing well, because in politics, it is all about interest. There are qualified people and more qualified people in that northeast, northwest, and not central, whether you like it or not. After all, before this time, it was alleged that it was even Dogara, the speaker, that is a Christian. But circumstances favored Shettima. So what are they saying? If they mention Mr. President, is it not the president that will choose who will be his running mate? So why are you now fighting and quarreling? And now people are happy. Like there is something you said earlier. Let me even clarify something here. Now, APC is facing one or two challenges. Either myself or any other person will clap his own hands. But when the president says, it's a pleasure to see the opposition in that situation that they are now in disarray. It is one-party state. The president is so wicked. The president is bad. You will call him all manner of names. It was the opposition that even led to this very endorsement. They've been shouting from the, I don't know if it is Supreme Court. Immediately they came out. They started preparing for the next election. Coalition here, coalition there. And you expect the National Party, that is the ruling party or serving party, to keep quiet. So as the opposition is strategizing, preparing themselves for the next election, that is how the government in power will think to retain power. Okay. So there is nothing wrong from the opposition end or from the ruling party end. Everybody continue to prepare until that day. Thank you. Keep from Yenegoa.
Thank you very much. Emeka calls from Elelewa. Hello, Emeka. Good afternoon.
Not Elelewa, Elele Alimini.
Oh, apologies.
Yes, Tinubu-Shettima. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Happy Father's Day to you first.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you too.
My own dear father, Hesi Alezi. I want to use the opportunity and thank him for what he has taught me. What he has taught me is still following me around.
Okay.
I'm benefiting from it.
Amazing.
Another one is when we were in primary school about Shettima and his boss, Tinubu. When we are in primary school, they say London Bridge is falling down. That is happening in APC in North. Shettima will put London in a tight corner. Any mistake that they drop Shettima, APC is scattered. They will secure one vote in northern part. So they should tread with caution. They know that APC know that northern people have rejected them. So them dropping Shettima is a problem. London Bridge will fall down in northern part. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Lugaman calls from Eche. Hello, Lugaman. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Sam Oracle.
Good afternoon.
Lugaman from Eche.
Go ahead.
Yes, the crisis rocking our great party, APC, at the national. My brother, this is just the beginning. Because one, you cannot eat your cake and have it. This is a party that so many of us nurtured. Right, Honorable Tinubu-Shettima, he defected with some governors and make APC attractive to Nigerians. And that was why APC was voted for in 2015. But today, Mr. President Tinubu, who followed and nurtured APC, is helping to destroy the party APC. Well, we will help him to do that. Now, somebody paired with you as a deputy and you emerge. Then you want to sideline him. That is how God works. Because God said, I will put confusion in their midst. Because the cry of Nigerians are getting to the Almighty God. And Almighty God is not happy. That is, now it has started from the national, it will come down to our various rural areas. Yes, I look at my campaign for APC. I voted for APC. I work for APC. But I'm not comfortable with the way and manner this government is being run. This government have brought proper. Okay, if we can compare with the Buhari's administration, Buhari's administration is far better than Tinubu. Now, is that why the party was formed? Samorako, I want to say that Nigerians should prepare. This coalition that is coming majority of those governors that defected, they just went there just to save their head. They will be in APC and work against Tinubu because why would Nigeria even support Tinubu?
There you go, man.
The government that brought hunger.
I have to move on now.
My brother, thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Now, it's important to note that the president himself did not say anything about dropping Shettima. As a matter of fact, official APC sources claim that the endorsement is for the president and the vice, Shettima. So, the fact that those people maybe felt Shettima was going to be dropped, the fact that they reacted the way they did, they'll have to take full responsibility for that. Chima calls from Rumokuta. Hello, Chima.
Hello, Mr. Oracle.
Good afternoon.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Week.
Thank you very much. I wish you the same.
Mr. Oracle, we want to discuss politics. Politics is a process. Now, first of all, a candidate emerges before you now pick a vice. Vice usually come from negotiation. They negotiate vice before you even emerge. That is the reason why the party and the candidate comes together to choose the vice. In the aspect where you choose the vice and you choose wrongly, you might likely say that's what happened to Article. Now the situation now is that we want a candidate first. Now there are other northern states in that place where the vice will come from. We know the bargain that is happening there now strongly. There is nothing wrong with our party. It's not even having any problem. The thing is that if you want to infuse or impose a candidate on the president or the candidate when he's going to be, that is your own cup of tea. But as it stands now, the position of the vice will be kept secret. That will now make people not to deviate from the party. Because there are some persons that are inviting that are thinking that they might be the vice or they will provide the vice. So if you make it open now, there will be cracks in the party. Go and ask in anywhere. So any situation now bringing Shettima, Tinubu at the same time, some person will say, what are we doing here? They want to go. So those persons that are trying to see what they don't know what they want to do it, are just doing from them to do anything.
Okay,
I don't
Chima.
think Shettima even said anything.
Yeah, let me ask you, Chima. I heard you use the word our party more than once. Are you a member of the APC?
As it stands now, I am a member of Tinubu and State Yes Committee. Do you understand? We are at the time we are not running political party. We are running candidature.
Okay.
So if I use that word, maybe it might have confused you.
Yes, it is.
I know what I'm talking about.
It is confusing. I'm certain you know what you're talking about. I do not understand, but yeah. I would pretend to get it. Ezekiel calls from Ubimini. Hello, Ezekiel. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, SOC.
Good afternoon.
SOC, happy Father's Week.
Thank you very much.
As I celebrate my late father,
Okay.
who showed me his money after 4 days of his death.
What?
Who also showed me his mantle of herbal profession after 21 years. I celebrate him and will never forget him.
Ezekiel,
throughout my life.
sorry, I'm not trying to deviate, but I'd like to hear what you said. You say he showed you his money after he died? Is that what you said?
You said?
Did you say he showed you his money after his death?
Yes, in my dream, Mr. SOC.
Okay.
After he died on the day of 24th May 1997 and
Okay.
showed me his money in the 1st of 27th of the same May, the same month, the same year.
And when you checked, was the money there?
He said, if the money did what?
Yes. When you checked where he showed you in the dream, did you find the money?
Exactly. Though out of 4 places, I saw 3 places, but also saw where he was asking me what was in this place. I don't know if you understand me. An empty vessel was found to make it 4th place or 4 places. But I saw the other 3 places of it because he showed me 4 places. So back to our business.
Yes,
Mr.
please.
SOC.
Yes, please.
You see, this is the beginning of what you have been shouting, clamoring for. The 2023 election or administration is not yet gone anywhere. But now we are talking about 2027, where you and I know that nobody knows tomorrow. Now imagine what is happening. This is exactly what the elders say, that whatever thing that comes through the corner of the pot also goes through the corner of the mouth. I don't know if you understand me. So this is what the APC has now declared. They have declared their national differences. And I pray to God and my late father that it will extend to the unit position.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Ezekiel Ojono.
Thank you. Thank you, Ezekiel. Obed, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sam.
I don't mean to rush you, but can you do it in 1 minute?
Thank you, Mr. Sam.
All right, go ahead.
Mr. Sam, I think this is what we are praying. Let them finish themselves with whatever is causing the problem. Let there be disharmony. These are the prayers of Nigeria. You understand? To APC. So, Mr. Sam, I'm yet to understand that one thing that APC members want to use to campaign to that aim the president's second term. I've not seen anyone. Even the 30-kilometer road they claim to have constructed out of 730-kilometer road that cost the country a whopping sum of 15 trillion. It was discovered that that road is not up to 30 kilometers. You understand? Allegedly. Let me know go against your rules. So what is that one thing? So let them fight and, let there be disharmony among them. Let them not stand. That is our prayer.
Okay.
You carry somebody for 2023 that he was going to be a running mate. Despite all the outcry by the people, you say it's Muslim. So what has changed? Please, God,
all right,
let this thing happen.
Thank you very much. We're out of time. Please personalize that prayer. I'm sure there are lots of people who are not praying against the APC. After the break, we wrap up the big story. Stay with us.